Hello Mohinder sir, many people say if they can do their EOI by themselves. So what's your opinion in that sense?
Hi Manjot, thank you asked that question. So expression of interest, which is also known as a skill select expression of interest or skill select EOI, is the foundation of general skilled migration. So claiming correct points is of utmost importance when it comes down to EOI. Now, a lot of people claim incorrect points due to their understanding, or they do not have clarity of different concepts in the migration. So let's talk about those things one by one. First of all, claiming points for Australian study. You can only claim points for Australian study if you have done at least 2 years of study in Australia, whether it is a diploma level course or it is a bachelor's degree, master's degree or higher, but it has to be minimum 2 years. So that was for Australian study requirements. Another confusion people have is claiming regional study points. In Australia, a lot of students come to study in the beginning in the major cities such as Melbourne, Sydney and Brisbane. Later on they switch their courses to other regional states, and many of them, they think they can claim points. So I just want to say that if you guys have studied 2 years full time in a regional area, only then you can claim regional study points. Third thing is getting or claiming points for your spouse English as well as skills assessment, especially skills assessment. Anyone can claim spouse points for English if they have 6 each bands. But when we talk about claiming points for a skills assessment for your spouse, you have to be very careful, because you can only claim points for your spouse in case where your occupation and your spouse occupation is in the same skill list. There are some other ways where people claim incorrect points, and one of them is claiming Australian work experience points while holding a bridging visa C. So there are a lot of people who end up in bridging visa C's for one or the other reason, and they also claim those 5 points on bridging visa C, which cannot be done because regulation 2.73 says you cannot claim points for Australian work if you have completed that work experience on bridging visa C. Another thing is professional year points. So professional year points can only be claimed if at the time of invitation your professional year finished within last 48 months. So in that case, say suppose if you get invited today, if you have completed a professional year within last 48 months, then it's good. But if your professional year has expired and if you haven't removed the points from your expression of interest, and if you get invited, you can't claim those professional year points. Generally, NATI is valid for 3 years, and PTE or IELTS is valid for 3 years as well, not more than that. Skills assessment, so standard time frame for validity for skills assessments is generally 3 years from the date of positive assessment, and in certain other organizations they may indicate on their skill assessment letter. It varies from skills assessment body to skills assessment body. Employment experience from overseas, so that's another mistake people do. Employment experience from overseas, you can only claim any employment from overseas if you have done that employment within last 10 years. Another mistake or confusion students have is that skill level. So sometimes you are working as a early childhood educator and you're thinking that you can claim those points as an early childhood teacher. You cannot, because there is a difference in skill level. Similarly, if you're working as an RN, or say if you have some experience as EN, you cannot claim those points for RN. You can only claim points in closely related occupations. So there are multiple other things that you need to consider. You also need to consider which state you're applying for. You need to tick those relevant boxes. So If you are doing it yourself, please keep all these things in mind. It would be highly recommended to hire a registered migration agent, because it is not just about filling that form, it is about making sure that if you get invited, you are able to utilize that invite. Generally, if your skills assessment has expired, the Department of Home Affairs gives you 60 days after the invite. Within that time, you can prove your skills assessment and then lodge your visa application. So if you guys are looking, it doesn't cost you a fortune. If you get it done from a registered migration agent, at least you'll have peace of mind. So we would be happy to help. If you need assistance, you can reach out to us on the given numbers. Thank you. Bye bye. Tata. I'll see you in my next video.